Alright, Schlockmeisters fans, another review of my previous channel, In the Shadow of Kilimanjaro. Let's check it out. Our film takes place, I believe, in Kenya, somewhere in Africa. And somebody's being chased. Who or what? We don't know yet. Actually, I do know. There's a drought going on.
That's all right. Who do we have here? Gina Lako Ninani, huh?
This little one can't talk or won't, so I don't know her name or village. I found her wandering in the bush. I also found her mother, or what was left of her.
What happened?
Some kind of animal attack.
This is John Rhys Davis.
What did she make before she broke?
6 cubic feet.
He plays Chris Tucker.
Damn. We'll never make an acquaintance at that rate.
The water level's way down, Mr. T. Way down.
Right, well.
I believe this is Timothy Bottom's wife. Timothy Bottom plays Jack.
You better stand back. The new working out there might be contagious.
So I got a problem. 2 things. I want you to tell your men to keep an eye out for predatory animals. When droughts upset their natural food supply, your crew might be a handy substitute.
Busted. Flat broke. So are the men. What's your other point?
I want your water. It's just for the animals. Most of the herds have migrated north. The ones...
I'm not exactly sure what Chris is doing there, but there's going to be an accident. Anyway, with the arrival of Jack's wife, we get a little hanky-panky scene. She's basically come here to screw him one more time and also say I filed for divorce. She's tired of him being in Africa and wants him to come home. This is a little kid. That's a baboon. So the baboons are struggling with the drought. Some of their natural prey is dying off, so they're going to attack people. This guy ain't gonna make it.
Lion, perhaps? No, a cat would have broken the bones. People stop the boots. Anything can happen when an animal's starving. As a matter of fact, I have reports showing that several people have been killed and eaten by baboons, a very territorial creature. Point is, other animals will migrate, look for food when they get hungry, but not the baboon. They stay put, and if necessary, they kill and eat each other.
Look, I figure they're attacking because they're hungry. So let's go out, kill a bunch of them, and leave them there for the rest to feed on. It might tide them over till the drought breaks.
So that's exactly what they do. Since baboons apparently will eat each other, they decide to kill a bunch of baboons so that the rest of the herd will feed off the carcasses, and hopefully that'll tide them over until they get some rain. The first thing they do is take some of the carcasses back to the village so they can have some meat to eat.
What the hell is going on here?
We're just collecting these to give the villagers some meat.
Part of the exercise is to feed the bloody animals.
Meanwhile, the baboon attacks continue.
baboons on the reserve have been attacking and killing humans. Now, we've already lost 3 people in the last couple of days, and I'm afraid...
Because of starvation.
Yes.
You better write your report and submit it to my man at the front desk. Nothing.
He doesn't get very far with the guy.
Quite certain that everything will go back to normal just as soon as we get some rain.
No rain, so of course the attacks continue. Even on a private jet, you're not safe. I said it before, I'll say it again. The attacks continue.
He's not coming back, please.
Jack is presumed dead.
What do you mean he's not coming back?
He's dead.
But actually, he's not dead. Jack is actually able to escape. Baboons are leaving a bunch of bodies in their wake. Eventually, a bunch of them get holed up in this
Oh,
place.
this darn thing hasn't worked for 5 years. I don't know what makes me think it's going to start
Kind of
working
like
now.
Kingdom of the Spiders or Savage Harvest.
General left behind.
It came with the hotel.
Don't open that door. Is that lightning we see? And that's our film.
Jack, California isn't such a bad place.
I think Goldie like it. What do you think?
But I consider a longer visit.
Our movie ends with a little prologue saying that this was based on true events that took place in 1984. All right, let's talk about In the Shadow of Kilimanjaro. This is a movie that used to appear on video store shelves back in the mid-80s, mid to late 80s, whenever this was, 85, 86, I'm not sure. And that's where I saw it. I think it was placed in the horror section, although it's not really a horror movie, although maybe it kind of could be considered it. It's a killer animal movie, what it is. And it's based on true life events, apparently, that took place in Kenya in 1984, where there was a severe drought and the baboons decided to, I don't know if it was, it was obviously there was a lack of water, but I don't know if the lack of water was killing off some of the prey that baboons usually eat, or they just needed nourishment of some sort. And so they started attacking people and eating people, and that's what was going on in this movie. It's basically a one-trick film. It's just one animal attack after another after another. There's a couple guys there who kind of knows what's going on. One guy says, you know, okay, well, let's kill off a couple of the baboons because baboons are known to eat each other. So if we kill off a bunch of baboons, they'll eat the carcasses, and then maybe that'll hold them off for a little while. But he basically put a Band-Aid on the thing until rains actually come. So they go on a little hunt. They kill some of the baboons, but they actually give most of the dead baboons to the villagers to eat because they needed some meat too, you know. The baboon attacks keep happening and keep happening. And they basically happen to the rest of the film until near the end of this movie. A bunch of them are holed up in a house. You know, the baboons are attacking, killing, trying to get in. And then a thunderstorm comes, and the film ends with them walking out of the house. It kind of reminded me of the end of The Kingdom of the Spiders when William Shatner looks outside and there's a big spider web over the whole damn town. In this movie, they break off the boards, look outside, and it's a pouring rain. The baboons are all gone, so we assume everything's going to be fine, and that's how it ends. So there you go. There was a little subplot in there where one of the guys, Jack, played by Timothy Bottoms, his wife came in and she wanted to get a divorce because she was tired of him being in Kenya all the time. But they kind of got together at the end. They were fine. Yeah, that's it. Now, so I'm watching this movie yesterday. I hadn't seen this movie in 5 years. And prior to that, I'd only seen it maybe once or twice ever before. I was like wondering why I even have this movie in my collection, but I do. But you know what? It actually wasn't a bad film. I kind of enjoyed it. It was just, it wasn't the greatest film in the world, but it wasn't boring. It just kept my interest. And, you know, you kind of know where the plot's going. You know, it's a very typical film, but I kind of enjoyed the film. It is what it is. I think there was maybe a brief nude scene from the wife in that movie when they had a love scene together. But yeah, to my knowledge, I don't think this is available on DVD, although, you know, thinking back on this now, maybe I did, I should have looked it up today, but I didn't, but maybe there was a PAL DVD in a different language. I can't remember, but I'll have to look into that, but I can't remember. But anyway, as far as I know, there is no American language, English language version of In the Shadow of Kilimanjaro, which is why I burned it. I have the VHS tape. I burned it onto a disc and made some homemade box art for you there. So there you go. Anyway, that's it. In the Shadow of Kilimanjaro. Let me know if you've seen it. Leave some comments. Watch it. Bye.